we continue our journey in this beautiful book, 60 Memorable Games by Andrew Soltis, with another example of his skill in writing and in synthesizing the main characteristics, main features of Carlsen as a chess player. He speaks of memory. There are other attributes that made Carlsen exceptional. For example, he developed a remarkable memory very early. By age 5, he reputedly could recite the populations of all 422 Norwegian municipalities. Chess memory is a more specific brand. Carlsen memory of middle game themes and not just opening variations was noticeable in his fourth master level result. And here Soltis gives us a game, Carlsen versus Adnan Orujov in Peniscola 2002. Carlsen began with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, e takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight takes e6, b takes e6, e5, queen e7, queen e2, knight d5, c4, bishop a6 and b3. Wow, very interesting move. Castle on the long side, g3. So we are seeing a double fianchetto because he played b3 to support this, yes, but probably also to develop the bishop, and then now he wants to solve the problem of this queen in front of his bishop with this move, right? So that's kind of very interesting. Rook e8, bishop b2, defending it, f6, bishop g2, and f takes e5. And now, of course, finally Carlsen can castle and remove the king from the file where they are piling up. Here it says, these moves look odd, if not bizarre, but the little previous experience that there was had shown that white stands well if he carries off the maneuver queen d2 a5. The game confirms this. g6, queen d2, very interesting move, yeah, because you would think that he would develop the knight, right? Knight b6, queen a5, king b7, bishop f3, queen f6, bishop takes on f8, rook h takes on f8, knight c3, queen e7, and now there is a very good move by white, so you can try to pause and guess it, try to pause the video. The move is knight a4. The threat obviously is knight c5, and black obviously would be lost, no? Because he would lose everything. But obviously what happens if he takes here, it takes back and the file is open, so also that would be a problem, right? Okay, so let's see what black did. Here it says, Carlsen would be the first to admit that his rivals prepare their openings better than he does. They often win short games while he's playing 70 plus move games. This game was an exception. Why? Because black played d6. Now you can pause again and try to guess what white would play. Okay, so pause the video, think for a second and see, oh, I would play this. White played bishop takes c6, check. King takes c6, queen takes a6, and then of course black played e4, c5, d takes c5, and now try to see what would you play if you were white, because also this is an interesting move. It doesn't have an exclamation point, but I think most people don't think about it. White played knight takes c5, after which, obviously, if you play this, you have a problem because the rook will pin you, right? So he played king takes c5, and white continue with rook fd1, queen e5, and now how would you continue? Again, try to pause the video and see what would you play if you were white. White played b4, king takes b4. Obviously at this point is in a kind of mating net. Rook a b1, king c3, rook b3, king c2, and now there is the final move, which is a checkmate. So what is the final move? Queen e2, checkmate. I hope you enjoyed it, and it was a beautiful game, just 28 moves with a checkmate, clearly difficult to achieve. But imagine, if I remember well, Carlsen was born in 1990, this game was played in 2002, so Carlsen was just 12. Kind of interesting. Okay, this was the book 60 Memorable Games by Andrew Soltis. I will show you another game because Soltis is making a very nice introduction to who Carlsen is, and I want you to enjoy his writing style, and then of course if you like it you will enjoy the rest of the book. Thank you for watching.